Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for logging in today to our webinar, How to Advertise on Social Media. Let me introduce you to Lauren Messing. She's Madico's Marketing Communications Manager.
Thank you, Karen, and hi everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our presentation. As Karen said, on social media advertising. I put this presentation together today with window film dealers, installers, certainly in mind. So I'm excited to go over all of this with you today. Before we begin, I want to point out that all participants are on mute to eliminate any distracting noises or sounds during the presentation. So please submit all questions using the Zoom chat feature. I will answer all of the questions at the conclusion of the presentation. A recording of this webinar will also be available on the Madico U section of the Madico website in a few days. And today's presentation will be about 20 to 25 minutes in length, with some time for questions at the end. Okay, so let's get started. I first wanted to cover what social media channels are, out there at the moment. As I'm sure most of you are aware, there are numerous social media channels that are popular today. Each one is a little bit different and tends to attract a different audience as well. In the essence of time, I'm only going to be covering Facebook and Instagram advertising today. However, the advertising process is somewhat similar when it comes to Twitter and LinkedIn, and YouTube and TikTok tend to be pretty different. Some of you may be here to find out if it's really worth it for you to advertise your business on Facebook. My answer is yes. Let's explore the reasons why. First of all, there are 2 billion people active on Facebook each month. That means you have the opportunity to reach a lot of people, including both current and potential new customers. Facebook has the biggest reach and the largest amount of users than any other social media platform. Facebook also owns Instagram and WhatsApp and will display your ads across all 3 platforms. So Facebook is definitely a great place to get started with your social media or digital advertising. In addition to its large reach, Facebook ads are simple to set up, allow you to grow your page followers past an organic reach, drives traffic to your website, provides lead generation, creates brand awareness, allows you to reach new audiences through diverse targeting capabilities, offers affordable ads that are scalable across social media platforms, and allows you to easily measure the success of your ad campaign and your return on investment. I'm sure that most of you already have a company Facebook page and Instagram set up. However, if you don't, that would definitely be the first step to getting started with advertising on these platforms. I suggest using your personal Facebook account to manage your company Facebook page as an administrator. I know that many of us don't want to combine our personal accounts with our business accounts, but Facebook business pages are set up to be managed by a separate personal account, and it really streamlines the process. You can have multiple people act as admins on your business account to assist with updates and posting to your page. You can see here that I'm on my personal Facebook account. I have my name here, and then I simply go to the drop down on the right-hand side to manage company Facebook pages. So it makes it much easier when you're on your phone or on a job site to get in and post on your business account. So yeah, something else to consider before you start running Facebook ads is your Facebook page up to date? Do you have the correct contact information and business hours listed? I know a lot of us, you'll set up a page and not really look at it again. The years pass quickly and it hasn't really been evaluated in 5 years. So sometimes that information does tend to get out of date. You should also develop a regular posting schedule to create a presence on the platform. A good goal is to have at least 1 post per week. Some post ideas include photos of recent installations, short on-the-job videos, special promotions, photos of any upgrades you may have recently made to your shop, product news and benefits, seasonal messages, including special holiday hours or closures. And finally, share posts from other pages, such as posts from the Madico Facebook page or Instagram account, the IWFA, the upcoming Window Film Conference, and Tint Off. These are all great ways to, just create some additional content. Here's an example of from Jerry's Custom Glass Tinting of a recent Black Pearl installation on a motorhome. So that's something, interesting and a great one to share. And then on the right here, we have a post from Madico. Here at Madico, we do try to post a mix of both dealer and consumer posts on our social media channels. Our consumer posts are great ones to share on your own social media accounts. You simply select the share button down here at the bottom of the post, and then your company page will pop down and you can share it on your own page. It makes for a very easy post on the days or weeks that you're very busy and just don't have time to develop any of your own content. We have some more examples here from Moonshadow in Dallas, Texas. They showed some, just a photo of the inside of their shop and some of their film displays. This is great because consumers really like to know what they're getting into when they walk into a new business they haven't been in before. So this kind of just gives a little glimpse into what their showroom looks like. And then we have another one here from the WFCT show, since it's coming up, just, promoting the registration. This, is something you could share as well and just talk about how you'll be attending this industry event. They use some video and music to make it a little more interesting as well. That's just a little example of incorporating some video and music. We have one more here from 5-Star Mobile Window Tinting in Kennesaw, Georgia. He always does a great job on his Instagram account. Consumers really love to see those before and after shots, give them a vision of what they could have for their vehicle, in the coming weeks. Moving on, so while this webinar is not about company websites or Google profiles, I have to quickly point out the importance of having an updated, relevant website and a Google My Business page. A company website and Google My Business listing provides credibility for your business and your social media advertising. The Google My Business listing is free and easy to set up. You can even add product information and encourage happy customers to leave positive reviews. You can see over here on the right, this is Madico's Google My Business page. So it lists our corporate headquarters address. It can even include photos so that someone knows they're arriving at the right location. So we have our sign that's out front, our world headquarters on there, along with a little map and directions. You can even put some, photo on there to see what the parking situation is like if you are in an area that has complicated parking. So it's really all about getting that consumer comfortable with coming to your shop. And again, down here, you can include product information, that you sell Madico films or, all the different products you sell. And at the bottom here, you can't see it on this slide, but that's usually where the review portion is. So it's great to encourage customers to leave positive reviews and address any negative ones that you may receive. Okay, now that we have discussed all of the preparations that you should make prior to setting up a Facebook ad, let's get into setting up the ad itself. As I mentioned earlier, Facebook owns Instagram, which makes advertising on both platforms simultaneous and easy. There are various options available when it comes to setting up your ad. However, as window film dealers and installers, I would say that the goal of your social media advertisements would be to promote your business locally to gain new customers. This can be done through Ads Manager or through a boosted post. Let's go over the difference between an ad you set up in Ads Manager and a boosted post. If you want audience engagement on your page or to develop your brand awareness, boosting a post is a great and easy way to maximize visibility and grow your audience. To create more advanced ad types and campaigns, as well as more targeted ads, you should use the Ads Manager. There's just simply more options in there. And right here, you have a screenshot of setting up a boosted post versus up in the top right corner, setting up a post or an ad, in Ads Manager. I suggest exploring both methods to see which is the best fit for your business needs and requirements. Something that is great about boosted posts is that if you notice a post on your page is performing really well, you can go ahead and easily pay to boost it in order to reach a larger audience in your local area and outside of your current page followers. So here's an example here, preparing your home for a hurricane. This is a recent post we did, targeting consumers and National Preparedness Month. Not that window film is appropriate for hurricanes, but it kind of goes into how it is not and other preparations. So you could boost this post here by clicking the Boost Post button. It then takes you to this page to the right, and you can choose your audience based on local area or people who like your page, all these selections here. And then you simply select Boost and enter your credit card information. So it's very easy. You could take a post that you did last week and easily, boost it for just a few days and see what type of results you end up with there. Okay, so picking your target audience. Ads created in Ad Manager and boosted posts both allow you to pick your target audience. Prior to setting up your ad on Facebook, it's a good idea to determine who that audience is. Facebook ads can be targeted to people by location, age, gender, interests, demographics, behavior, and connections. When using Ads Manager, you can also use more advanced targeting tools like lookalike audiences, which lets you target people similar to the people who already engage with your business. For window film dealers and installers, I suggest targeting specific zip codes in the areas that you service. This granular or detailed ad targeting is what allows you to keep your Facebook ad budget low. With Facebook ads, you won't be reaching an audience that is 200 miles away if you don't service that area and they don't want to do business with you based on your location alone. So that's just a great way to keep your budget low and really target the audience that you want to reach. Speaking of budgets, Facebook ad budgets are easy to manage. You're always in charge of your budget and are free to change it at any time. You set your own budget and bid. Facebook will never spend more than your max. With Facebook advertising, you can get results on any budget. The ad campaigns do not require a huge one in order to get results, as ads are shown to people likely to be interested. So you get the results you want without a huge spend. Let's take a look at the two types of budgets you may encounter, total budget and daily budget. A total budget is the maximum amount you will spend on an ad until it stops running. Your daily budget is the average amount you will spend on your ad each day. For example, if you set a daily budget of $5 over the course of 5 days, you'll be charged $25 total. This is great for people who, just want to experiment with Facebook ads. It's your first time, setting up an ad campaign in Facebook. Why not just try it for 5 days, see how you feel, see how the process works for you. So it's great that you can try that without a huge, monthly commitment from the start. An added bonus about advertising on Facebook right now is that the advertising costs are historically low. This is due to many advertisers pulling out due to COVID. Ad costs are based on a bidding algorithm, so a supply and demand model is keeping costs low at this moment. Of course, that always changes throughout the years, but that's something that's happening right now, and that just goes back to the bidding algorithm that Facebook uses. Let's take a quick look at what the ad setup process looks like in Facebook Ads Manager. On the right side, you will see an ad that Facebook created for us, just as an example. They kind of just pulled imagery from Madico's Facebook page and our About section on Facebook and created an ad. So if you have that type of thing on your Facebook page, maybe that could work as your first ad. But of course, there's lots of customization available here. You will see here that as default, our target location is, of course, our world headquarters address, and Facebook has selected 2-mile radius. So we would be showing our ad to people within a 2-mile radius of our Pinellas Park address. And it even gives you an estimated 70,000 people that would be reached based on that 2-mile radius from Pinellas Park. Moving on, you can select your target audience. Here we have age, gender, and you can even do more detailed targeting by putting in interests or behaviors. For example, we can select homeowners, homeownership in the United States, homeowner associations, all of that as interests. We can look at suggestions, home improvement, people who are interested in those types of activities. Then we can scroll down to the free stock images available for your use. Facebook actually has a very good library of stock images, so no need to go onto some of those other stock image sites that require you to purchase those images. These are all free with your advertising on Facebook. We have a lot of installation shots here. Probably have to verify that some of those actually are good, but lots of options. You put in, you know, a house for someone wanting to target a residential audience. They have a lot of good ones. So you simply select your image and it will populate in the ad preview to the right. You can see it right there, and then you customize your text. You just write whatever it is you want to put in there, and you'll see it in the preview to the right. And then we move down to your budget. Again, you can say, you know, what the duration of your ad will be, whether it be 5 days, a month, kind of just depends on your goals. You can always select your end date. Oops, sorry about that. Select your end date so that you don't have to worry about it going past, you don't have to go in and cancel it or anything like that. Just go ahead and select your end date there. Move forward. Sorry about that. Okay. And again, when you put in your budget, you'll get an estimated people reached. So here, if we literally only put, oh gosh, it did again. If we only put in $3 a day, I think it said we are still going to still reach roughly 760 to 2,200 people per day in that 2-mile radius. Okay, let's see. Right, so then you just select the promote button at the bottom once you have everything set up the way you want it, and the ad will go under review by Facebook. It usually takes them a few hours to, 24 hours to approve the ad, and then it will go live. Once your ad is up and running, it will appear on Facebook and Instagram. If you select automatic placements, it will also appear on Facebook Stories, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Stories, and WhatsApp. Here are some examples of advertisements. You can tell that they are ads because they say sponsored under the company name right here. Other than that, they look like a standard post. The difference being the large audience these posts will reach, unlike your unpaid or organic posts. That's another appeal of social media advertising, is many people don't realize it's an ad. So they're not as likely to shut it off. They're interested in it, especially since they are in your target audience anyway, and it's likely they will be interested in the ads you're serving them. Yeah, here's just a few examples. This one on the right, First Impression Doors and More. This is a local door company in my area, which is why that ad came up for me, because I'm actually in the market for some doors. So I thought that was interesting as I was planning this webinar. Okay, so measuring your success. Each ad you create can be measured using insights, metrics, and tools provided by Facebook. With Facebook's measurement tools, you can understand the effectiveness of your ads and the creative that drives the best results. You can also access tools that help you find your audience and reach more people you care about. For every ad you run on Facebook, you can view insights on how the ad performs in Ads Manager, including the number of people who see your ad, the number of people who click on your ad, and the amount you spent. Some important ad metrics to consider are performance, engagement, and conversions. Performance includes metrics like results, reach, frequency, and impressions. Engagement includes page posts, messaging, media shares, clicks, and awareness. Conversions include website conversions, purchases from your website, costs per website conversion, mobile app installs, and mobile app purchases. As film dealers and installers, the ad metrics you will want to focus on are performance, such as overall reach and impressions, as well as engagement, including likes and shares. Remember to ask your customers where they found you. I'm going to bet that they start saying Facebook. So that concludes our presentation. Thank you everyone for your time today. I have enjoyed covering how to advertise on social media with you. And now let's see if we have any questions.
Thanks, Lauren. And I'm going to give people a few minutes to start entering questions into the chat box. But in the meantime, can you go over that one more time about if you set up ads in Facebook Manager, does it automatically then appear on Instagram?
Yes, so even though you are setting them up through the Facebook Ad Manager platform, since Instagram is now owned by Facebook, those ads will automatically be served on Instagram as well, again in the same style where it looks like a Instagram post, but then it says the sponsored underneath. So that's a great way to hit both social media platforms in one shot.
Awesome. Does Madico have ads that they have created that we can use for Sunscape?
Yes, we actually do, and we're working on some new ones right at this moment. So definitely stay tuned for those. We'll have them available on the Madico Brand Hub shortly.
Thanks, Lauren. And then somebody else asked if the presentation is available to share, which we will have it posted to Madico U within the next few days. All of our webinars that we've done in the past are on Madico U, so please check back within the next few days and you'll find this entire presentation on Madico U. All right, Lauren, very good. Thank you so much. This was a great presentation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.